Hey, good afternoon. This is my last video for course 2. This is element 14, and this is the student adventure plan update, and some good stuff to report and some interesting finds. The three students who had misunderstandings about theme topic and theme statement were really receptive to lessons. With exception to student number 16. 10 and 14 were both really good, met with them and did some lessons, and they took some work home and did some work on their own time to show proficiency, and through a conversation that I had with them, showed proficiency as well. So I was confident on moving them both forward. Student 16 just wasn't interested in continuing on. He wasn't interested in doing any work to improve that, and so I found with students like him, and especially in this time frame, especially right now, we are 1 week away from winter break. That I think it's best to let it go and pick it up at a later time. Something like R102 with themes, we're going to revisit that, over and over and over again in various forms. And so then within a later date, it'll be a good opportunity to go back and readdress that with the student. I think with student 16, he's been acting out of character for about a week, and I think it's just it's the upcoming break. His home life is different. It's not a good home life. It's not a good situation, and I believe, from seeing this over and over again with this population of students, that while I'm going to go home to my family, who's going to have a great Christmas break, and we're going to have lots of presents and lots of fun, I think some of these students, and I think student 16 is one of them, is not going to have a very good break. And 2 weeks off, 2 weeks off away from our school is not necessarily a good thing for him. So it breaks my heart. I think it's one of the really harder things about working in this school, in this situation, is if these were my children, things would be a lot different. And for so many different respects, they are my children, right? I mean, I'm with them every single day, and so to see them having some of these issues it's tough. It's really tough. So with student 16, we'll pick it back up when we come back and kind of let that happen. The other students, 18, 22, and 24, all showed really great improvement when it comes to giving summaries. We sat down, showed them some examples of summaries, showed them a format for giving a summary, and they practiced it on one of the articles that we have read recently, and they are able to now give a more concise summary. This part of their problems is they were rambling a lot and weren't really focused on some of those details that were central to the theme and the main idea of the story. And 15, as of yet, I haven't been able to meet with our interventionist team. We're having our data meetings. Mine's actually tomorrow, and so when we meet with those groups, that's when I'll be able to talk to them about number 15's needs. This time of year is busy, and they're doing a lot of their IEPs and stuff like that, and so it hasn't been able to happen yet. I think it's just realistic. But 15, I would group him in with 16, excuse me, and say that I'll deal with this as far as the intervention team, and say, hey, here's some support that this kiddo needs. But at the same time, too, we can revisit this with 15 when we come back. And then as far as this one goes, this was for his life skills. This was for his group work here. This other 15, so same kid, number 15. This one is, he was dealing with issues as far as meeting or working in groups. He's the one who he knew what he needed to do better. He just wasn't actually. When he reflected, he knew that he wasn't doing as good a job as he possibly could to make that happen. So what I've done is I've set up a daily progress monitoring for him on group work and how he's doing when it comes to working in groups, being an active listener and participating in a positive way. And I've made that progress monitor for the entire class. I've just added it into our code of collaboration reflection, and so it's just one more reflection for them. And I feel like it's a really, really good way to keep, like I've said, obviously something like group work is something that extends just beyond a 6-week lesson structure or a 6-week unit. That is something that's going to be pertinent throughout the rest of the year and the rest of their lives. And so we've added that just as a part right now to keep it at the forefront of their minds, something that they're constantly remembering. We have that. We have SOPs, regarding all this stuff, and then you have constant reminders by me when we're going to do all these things. So hopefully it's multi-tiered front to help all these kids out. But 15 so far, he's still kind of the same. He's not showing crazy growth, although I'm just hopeful that it's on the forefront of his mind. He's been doing better, I would say, as far as just being more focused and getting his work completed when he's supposed to, but it's still just trying to get some of those positive behaviors in that I'm looking for. So that's it, 10 through 15, these guys, and yeah, that's the update.